A local woman arrested as part of a statewide voter fraud investigation pleaded not guilty. Michelle Stribling admits to voting in the 2020 election despite being a convicted felon, but argues she believes her rights had been restored. News 6's Mark Lehman is in the courtroom with the latest.
The woman accused in this has previously said it's all a big misunderstanding. Her case is now moving forward after today's arraignment, and it comes as state and local officials have been arguing over whose responsibility it is to figure out who's allowed to vote. Michelle Stribling was in court this morning where she entered a plea of not guilty to charges of illegally voting in the 2020 election. The 52-year-old is one of 20 arrested statewide last month on similar charges. Those arrests were the first of the state's newly formed Election Security Office.
This don't make no sense at all. A person trying to do right by the law, and they still get messed up and go to the jailhouse.
Stribling is a convicted felon and served 11 years in prison. She previously spoke with News 6, saying she legitimately thought she was able to have her voting rights restored, but later learned she was ineligible because her conviction was for second-degree murder.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't mean no harm about this.
Today's arraignment coming as the state says local elections officials are allowing convicted felons whose rights have not been restored to vote. Orange County's supervisor of elections, meanwhile, has said it's up to the state to notify his office of who's not eligible to cast a ballot.
These voter registration forms go through a series of checks at the state level. And at the state level, one of the checks is FDLE.
All of this comes as state officials say there will likely be more arrests from the Election Security Office in the coming weeks. As for Stribling, pretrial has been set in her case for October 6th. In Orlando, Mark Lehman, getting results, News 6.